Okay, looks like all the goofballs are here, so I'll go live a minute early. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Terry. So, if my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will. So, hope everybody's doing well today. I'm hanging in. I've got a cough, so if I cough, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So, say something in chat so I can see if it's working. Nothing's happening. Okay. Hi, Kat. I guess it's working. Chat's just still. Okay. There's Dee Dee. Hi, Terry. So, yeah, I'm not feeling bad. I just have a cough. I don't know why. So, who knows? Hi, Alyssa. Gonna watercolor today. Um, Inspired by Essoldo design. It's not in her book, but I did order the new book, and I think it's coming. I think it said the 7th, so that would be tomorrow. But and that's all I've got out for delivery, so I'm bummed. Hi, Starla. And I'm trying to think what I ordered lately. I ordered Robert a cool set of Sharpie colored markers, and then I'll show in a minute what I got. Yeah, I guess I didn't order anything too awesome, or I'd be showing it to you. Hi, Brenda. So, yep, watercolor today because got nothing else to do. But Dee Dee's pumpkin this morning was way cool. And I did get my Inktober for today done while she was doing that. So I'll show all of them here in a minute. See, there I go. But the crate, well, I have to take that back. I did wake up with a headache this morning, like at 4:30. Let me just go over and check real quick. I'm almost sure it said tomorrow. I could be just freaking lying. Yeah, arriving tomorrow. Yep. And I got that, and I got that. Yeah, got everything. So yeah, tomorrow. Thanks, Kat. Hi, Belinda. I'm going to show you Happy Meal, and I'll show my Stinktobers, and I need to make a new cover for them. Oh, the only other thing I ordered, I just saw it on my tabs for my Bible, but now that I got them, I don't like them for the Bible that I ordered them from, so now I have to either order new tabs or I got to order a new Bible. I'm not sure which. So anyway, yeah, haven't been doing much really. Nikki left last Wednesday, I think, which was the 1st. So I quickly had to get everything caught up. Got the, I know, new tabs. And Dee Dee, the reason I ordered them, and I obviously didn't shop well enough, is when I bought Courtney that new Bible a long time ago when she was here. Hi, Joan. She went ahead and ordered new tabs like immediately, but they were really cool. So I'm going to have to call her and say, which ones did you order? Because I like the tabs she had, but I don't like these. So, yeah, and I'm not going to return them. So, did Bossy Butt come in and I missed her? Hi, Bossy Butt. So, hi, Dorothy. So, yeah, I can go ahead and get started. What should I do first? This page, I'll do that first. Okay, this page that I colored it with alcohol markers. And I ordered, believe it or not, you guys, I ordered a new Snark coloring book. And they're all much the same design, but they just say different things, but they're still pretty funny and I like them. Cancel my subscription. I'm done. I'm having a hard time reading them. I'm done with your issues. I've got a good heart, but this mouth. Sorry, I don't take orders. I barely take suggestions. I should send that to Bossy. I have it all together. Just Forgot where I put it. Thanks, Bossy. Patience loading. Please wait. You're going to be waiting a lifetime. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. These are also true of me. I'm not a person you can put on speakerphone. Dee Dee does it all the time. I'm sorry. Did I roll my eyes out loud? So they're just kind of mindless coloring. And I get to use my alcohol markers, which I don't use. Nope, not today. I like that one. Probably late for something. I'm not a control freak, but you're doing it wrong. Uh-oh. Being a functional adult every day seems a bit excessive. So you'll see these colored here and there. After Tuesday, even the week calendar says WTF. Suck it up, buttercup. I whisper WTF to myself like 20 times a day. 20 is low. Hi, K-Berg. Every time I open Twitter or some social media, I'm saying WTF about every 2.5 seconds. I'm not responsible for what does it say? Oh, my face does when you talk. Me, sarcastic? Never. I'm silently correcting your grammar. A fun thing to do in the morning is not talk to me. That is really true of me. I'm really crappy in the morning. Hi, CB. Z's leaving for Australia tomorrow, CB, and she might get to see Jen. It's way too peoply outside. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. If you met my family, you would understand, and that is true. Sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. Yeah, I'm having a hard time reading them. Don't be rude, because my rude will outrude your rude, and you'll cry. Hold on. Let me overthink this. Give me coffee, and no one gets hurt. First of all, no. Second of all, still no. Cutie, but psychic? Psycho. See, I'm having a hard time reading them. Dear Karma, I have a list of people you missed. Too bad I don't care. And yet, despite this look on my face, you're still talking. Better late than ugly. I like that one. If only sarcasm burned calories. I don't need that. I need more calories. My life feels like a test I didn't study for. And then I think there's one more. Hey, I found your nose. It was in my business again. My hubby needs that book. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I just like snark. There's something probably wrong with me, but who cares? Who cares? All right, I can put that over with the book now. And then my friend Dee Dee sent me the Mary Engelbright sticker book, and she asked me, had I used all the stickers yet? And I said, no, I was adulting. And I haven't pulled one sticker out, but I tell you, it was a long weekend. And the back of it, I don't know, you get quite a few pages of just Mary Engelbright pattern paper, which is cool. I'll probably cut that up and use it more like stickers because I don't use pattern paper much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'll just flip through real quick. This is where you come into the sticker part. And I don't know how close they're, well, wait a minute. No, it's this side that the stickers. They're not cropped real close. So if you don't like white borders, you'll have to be cutting them up. Hi, Nanamo. Lurking while making dinner. But here's Christmas ones, Halloween ones. I'll be using these this month in the Beast. I just love her art. I love her art so much. I love this border. A lot of them I might just use for inspiration for drawing too. You never know. So, thank you, Dee Dee. I love me some Mary Engelbright. And you get quite a bit in here. Too much of a good thing is wonderful. That is true. I just like her whimsical. Yeah. Not too detailed, just basic faces. Yeah, it is. This is so fun. I love it. And some of it I've never seen before, like this border. Most of her art I've seen, or it's a redo of something that she'd done before. But some of the stuff in here I had never seen before. So I was very excited. And you get some alphabets here. I love those. So yeah, the beast will be full of Mary Engelbright. I have so much of her stuff. I know, Joyce. Hi, by the way. Hi, Brenda. They're so nice. And then after you've used them, they're gone. You'll never have them again. Be you, not them. But a lot of them I might just recreate, just use it as inspiration. She has the best imagination ever. And her story of how she got started, she was young. And she obviously had talent. I have the book of her whole life story. I have two of them, in fact. Anyway, how she mailed her cards off to people in New York, and that's where she did that one poster, "We don't care how you do it in New York." But she mailed them off, and I don't know if she got a response, but she ended up making cards and selling them at some gift shop or something in St. Louis, Missouri. She lives in Missouri. And it took off from there. And then she had stores. Are there still Mary Engelbright stores? I don't live anywhere near a place that would have them. But I'm sure in metropolitan areas, New York, they used to have one in Denver in the real nice, glitzy part of town. There was a Mary Engelbright store, and I bought stuff there. But anyway, yeah, if you've never read her story, it's very interesting. And then a few weeks ago, I did dangle letters on stream, and one of them that we chose and sent off was for Belinda. And so Belinda, I think she's in chat, said that she was going to send me some happy mail in return. So you guys, this stuff is really cool. I'll show them one at a time. They're little, I want to say inches, maybe. Let me measure. They're 2 inches. No stores. Okay. Yeah. But for a while there were stores. Some of them were like kiosks in malls and stuff. But look at, they're 2 inches. Creativity takes courage. Life. Be original. These are ATC size. Do what you love. Be your beautiful self. That would be me. I'm putting that one out. Coffee cup. Here's another Twinchy. I think it's Twinchy. I don't know. Okay, Devin said Twinchies. Okay. Happy wife, happy life. That one needs to stay out for Robert. Look at all these cute little things. I like this one with the little gnome on it. These are from Belinda. Belinda Smith. She's generally at Dee Dee's. I haven't seen her come in yet. Maybe she's here. I don't know. Thanks for the link, Kat. Look at the little gnomies. This one's definitely fall. Looks like Dee Dee's porch. Am I frozen? Okay, Belinda's here. Look at these. Love yourself. Look at that bird. Oh my God. Stay curious. And I like how some of them have stuff going off the edges. Little Nomi. And then we go up to the next size. These are awesome, Belinda. And they're all collage. I figured you guys assume that. Hi, Kathleen. Look at this one. Perfect for Halloween. I need to draw a Halloween, a pumpkin. You know, a carved pumpkin again. They're beautiful, Belinda. So don't be bashful. She wrote and told me she's very shy. So you guys make her come out of her shyness and be as obnoxious as the rest of us, because we can't be having the oddballs out there. Yeah, I like the black. Yeah, I do too. I love all of them. They're so awesome. But be your beautiful self. That just strikes somewhere in my heart. They're all just so good. And then hang on, let me put them in the. And you guys, I've been collecting up stuff forever, and I thought about doing it today, and I just thought, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But I've been collecting up a bunch of stuff from all the fibs, because I've had it for a year. Who's obnoxious, Kathy Berg? I can't imagine. But collecting up fib stuff, and I've had it for years, 12 by 12 scrapbook with the screws that it can expand, and I'm going to put all my fib stuff in there, I think. And then she colored me a page, and she said she colored it with Ohuhu alcohol markers and put a butt in the center. But anyway, this is on washi sticker paper, I think. I'm almost sure. Let me see here. But yeah, it looks like it's on washi sticker paper. Hang on. Yeah, it is. So I can cut it up. But yeah, it's really pretty. I like the abstract. And then she sent me one as well, so I can do it. And it's also on washi sticker paper. So, but I like the abstract designs. I really do. And on mine, I'll probably, you don't want me to come out of my, yes, I do, Belinda. I need another partner in crime. But yeah, I like the geometric abstract. Well, you guys know that because you come here. Hi, Missy. So I will be coloring this, and I probably will use alcohol markers as well. And then she did what I did for Terry Brett. She stamped off a bunch of her fun stamps onto the washi sticker paper, and I can cut them out, color them and cut them out. But look at those chickens. Oh my God. And I don't have the crazy cats. I do have the crazy dogs, but I don't have the crazy cats. And then some tickets and stuff like that, which is always really useful. And she said these are on the washi sticker paper. Hers is a little bit shinier than mine. Mine is really, really matte finish. But for alcohol markers, it'll be fine. Yeah, I know they're on washi sticker papers. So these will be really useful. And then I didn't have these dogs. I have that dog, I know. But I didn't have these dogs. Look how cute they are. And a kitty cat and a pumpkin. So I know it was so generous, so nice, Belinda. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. And I will be playing with that stuff. But again, I had to adult because I don't know. Dee Dee has made adulting a thing. It's not really a thing in my life, but I adulted twice this week, so I don't have to do it for 5 months. I have to adult a lot. I don't like it. And then the other thing I did after Nikki left was catch up on Inktober. And these are over on my Instagram, so you can see these. And after I get them bound, they'll be all out of sequence because I forgot that I have to draw on the back of this side. So I did a coffee pot, a mushroom, and I don't know. I was just going to use the cool gray ink, right? 3 shades of cool gray for the shading. This one, I don't know. I picked up a GC instead of a CG. Yeah, CG. So part of it is in cool gray and part of it is in green gray, and that annoys me. Yeah, I have to adult every day. It does stink. But cat and paste puns on the butts on things are so funny, you guys. I like the pea a lot. Pea butts in a pod. And so that was that the last one I posted? I thought I was all caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Maybe I'm not all caught up. I think that was the last one I posted was that, which is the 4th, and we're on the 6th. Oh, hi, Nanamo. For the actual drawing itself, I've just been using this Uniball eye needle pen. The thing I like about it is, one, it's very, very juicy. And two, if you wait for a while, it's permanent when dry. But it does stay juicy. So a couple of times I've screwed up and not waited long enough. But yeah, I use this for the black line work. And then I'm using these alcohol markers for the shading. And there are 3 versions of Cool Gray. Cool Gray 1, Cool Gray 5, and Cool Gray 9, I think. So I can get 3 shades of gray for the shading. And then this one I haven't posted yet. But I'm one behind. No, I'm not. Never mind. I put it someplace different so it could dry. And I'll post this one today. And I got this line a little weird, but don't look. So, puzzle piece butt. Hi, Flo. So that's pretty much my Stinktober. I'll leave that one out so I get it photographed. But yeah, they're going to be all out of whack in the book, but I don't care. As long as I get 31 done, I feel like I'm winning. So there's that. Okay, and I think that's all I have sitting here. The pages for, oh, one thing I was going to show you guys. On this border, if you look, it's not very precise because I didn't really want to draw it every day. I don't know how I did it last year, whenever I did it last. So I made myself this little stencil. So if you think I'm sitting here drawing that border over and over again, I'm not. I'm putting this down, color, 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 flip it upside down, color, 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 and my border's done. Draw the lines around. Hi, Patty. So I wanted to show you that. If you have something that you're going to recreate multiple times over and over and over, make yourself a little jig. Woodworkers do it a lot. But the first day when I was thinking about drawing that border, I thought, oh, I've got to come up with a plan for this because I'm not sitting here redrawing that border. So just keep that in mind. And all this material is, and I cut it out, but it's just, one of those plastic folders you can buy in the school section for, like, if you do it during school season, they're like 25, 50 cents each. So, and it's sturdy enough for what I'm using it for. Well, it's sturdy enough for any stencil that you want to cut. And it's easy to cut. That's the thing. And that's why I use those, is because they're really easy to cut. Now I've got to find my phone and I'll show you what I'm going to paint today. And it's not in Essoldo Designs book, but I did see it on her Instagram and I saved it. And I saved it months and months and months ago thinking, someday I want to paint that. Well, today is the day. And you know one thing I hate about Instagram, now that we're talking about things that I hate? That if you leave your Instagram on a page that you want to come back to, next time you come back, it's gone. That annoys me. Did I say hi, Starla? I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in. I appreciate you guys. Come on, Instagram, work with me here. Plastic dividers work. Yeah, I mean, anything that is somewhat, come on, somewhat sturdy. I almost wanted to do this one today. The account's name is Sendoodle, and she uses alcohol markers, but she's so good with shading and highlights. I mean, her work always looks like ceramic tile or something, and there's something very appealing about that to me as well. And this is the first time I've seen her put like water droplets on it or indents in the squares. So I don't know why. I just like that. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I got sidetracked. Something new and different for me. And Devin sent me this one. And I am going to do this at some point. I think it's very cool when you see it all done. Just be patient. It happens pretty quick. Yeah, maybe not quick enough for me. Sidetracked again. I'm getting there. Getting closer. I think Instagram is my favorite social media because you see so much amazingly cool stuff on it. So this is the one I'm going to do today. Yep. So you can kind of see. Very girly. But I think the thing I loved about this so much is the colors that she used. And I did, in between Dee Dee and me, sketch out just kind of a roadmap. It won't end up there. You can kind of see. I have kind of like a roadmap of what I want to paint. And I decided I would be using, and this is on B paper, and I'm going to use, a few months ago, I don't know, it's probably been a year or more, I took all of my Prima and Jane Davenport paints and mixed them up and did them in color groups. And I ended up with two trays, two wooden trays, which I love the wooden trays. I love the wooden trays so much. And then did cheat sheets for them. And this one's out because it's got all the blues in it. But they're like, this is a Jane Davenport. And for example, these two, I am certain those are the same color paint. Those are the exact same paints. One of them is sold under Jane Davenport name. One of them is sold under Prima. And you'll see several of them like that. Wherever there's a Jane Davenport, next to it, you'll find the Prima exact same paint. I'm just certain of it. So I've got to pick out some blues, and I got out my fancy palette today. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It was clean. Yeah, I do. I stroke them. I love my, I put all my original Jane Davenport in those Prima type tins into one tin. Yeah, no, Kathy Berg, I'm absolutely certain. I did that whole watercolor kind of study back when I did the poster for the wall. And I went and got all the pigments and everything. And I could tell by the pigments. In fact, I still have that. Let me see here. I think it's in here. Because I wanted to put only the light fast paints on the, I made it, Kristen. I wanted to put, no, it's not in this one. Never mind. I'm a big fat liar. I thought I had all the studies. Oh, no, that's in one of my traveler's journals. But anyway, I'm a big fat liar. But I went and I got all the pigments and their light fastness and everything, so that the only paint that I put on that poster that I hung on my wall were the ones that were really rated highly for light fastness. And if you're ever going to do something that you want to hang on a wall, for your own use, it probably doesn't matter. But if you're going to sell it, you might want to know that stuff. I just get into these obsessive kind of behaviors, and that's what I did. All right, let me look at Essoldo design, and it's probably gone again. No, it's still there. Okay, so she used a really dark blue, so it looks like either that or the Jane Davenport, and they could be the exact same paint. But I think I'll use the one on the end because it's very, very dark blue. The trays are really easy to make. Just go to Hobby Lobby and get some strips of balsa wood. Sit down and do your measurements, or if you want, I can give you mine so you can kind of see. And then you can make your own custom watercolor palette trays. And these were actually designed to fit in a wooden box that is on my shelf. I don't usually keep it in there, but that's what they're designed to fit into. So, all right, so we're going to do the dark, 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 dark blue. And I did stain the balsa wood with Tim Holtz Vintage Photo ink. And then I put a coat of matte medium on it so it does resist water and stuff like that. Yeah, so I can clean it if I want to, because cleaning your supplies is important, Dee Dee. All right, so we've got the dark, dark, dark blue, and then she's got a medium and a light, and it looks like she only used maybe 3 or 4 different shades of blue. And she has a certain paint that she uses, and I wish I could remember it, but if you buy her book, it'll tell you which, I want to say it's Winsor and Newton, but as soon as I say that, I'll turn out to be a big fat liar again, so I won't say that. But if you look up in her book, she does have her favorite paints in there. So, and I think more often than not, rather than use paint out of a pan, she uses paint directly out of the tube, I think more often than not. All right, and for a light blue, I'm not going to use any of the shimmery paints. I might use that one. And I'd give you a name or something, but in Prima, they don't use names, they use numbers. So it's number 46 in Prima paints. And I always I try and mix a little bit more than I think I'm going to need, because it's hard to get it watered down to the same shade. On something like this, it doesn't matter, but if you're doing a painting, it would matter. So I'm not very precise, you can probably tell, because I just don't care that much. It's something so that we can hang out. Maybe if you learn something, awesome. Otherwise, you can just sit and chat and give Dee Dee and Bossy Butt grief. I'd be good with that. But be nice to Cat. Always be nice to Cat. That's the only rule. All right, and now a medium blue. Let's see kind of what she has here. Medium blue. I kind of want a turquoisey blue, which 135 I think is going to be it. Let me see if that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, so we'll do a kind of a turquoisey, and hopefully these colors will be pretty. Terry, get your stuff out and get with it. Terry a lot of times will paint along with me, and I always love seeing what she has done when we're done. And because I'm streaming a little bit shorter time period, a lot of times I may not get it done, but I do try and get it done in the next day or so and post it on Instagram. I got to get yesterday's Inktober posted. Day behind, day late, dollar short. Sucks to be me. All right, that probably should be plenty of paint. So say goodbye to the beautiful paint tray. Isn't it awesome? Terry, go over on Instagram and look up Essoldo design. Look at what I did already. You guys, I haven't even put paint to paper yet, and I've already done that. What the hell is wrong with me? Go over on her Instagram, Terry, and then you can pull it up on your phone. All right, cleaned my bad self up. Hi, Angie. Hope you got home okay. You did mention in chat that you didn't think you were going to make it home on your foot, and I thought, well, what are you going to do? You can't hitchhike. That's a dangerous thing. Hey, Mark. Ellen paints with gloves. You get paint all over me. Yes, yeah, I do too. I know, Terry. See, that's what I was just bitching about. All right, so I kind of have a roadmap here. I'm going to try, and when I'm using a particular color, and I do want to test these colors before I go direct to the paper. Hang on. There's the dark color. There's the light. Let it mix a little bit. And here's the turquoisey. Yeah, those will be good together, I think. I hope. We're going to find out right now, but I think those are okay, and I think they're diluted enough that we're going to work with them. Okay. I'm going to start out wet. Wet on dry, meaning I'm not going to wet the paper because I don't want these paints running yet. Later on, I probably will do some wet on wet. I did draw the circles because painting a perfect circle is probably not going to happen. But it's okay because there's other stuff going on around it that I'll probably be able to hide most of my goof ups. And you guys, the weather has been so gorgeous here. Gosh. I know it's not going to stay and the wind's going to start blowing because these trees have got to lose their leaves at some point. But oh man, it has been so gorgeous out. Okay. And the reason I wanted to use this bigger tray was because I am going to mix some of the colors. Oh, you know what? I should have. I'm going to fix it right now because I had just drawn in here real quick some crappy squares, and they really are crappy. Look at what I did. Look at what I did. Oh, I am retarded, you guys. We're going to leave it. Well, no, because I need the white. Well, I'm going to have to fix it. Oh, man. Sometimes I could just kill myself. And if you think I only do that when you guys are here, wrong. I do it all the time. All right, I want squares about that size. I'll go over that. And I can always hide it with white, so it's fine. So annoying. I meant to do this before I started painting. I told myself, fix those squares. 2, 4, 5, 6, I think was what I wanted. It'll still work. Alyssa, gasp, yikes. It's okay. We'll figure it out. In fact, I'm going to clean up the squares right now. Oh, and I just opened up a brand new Artistro white pen. It probably will be fine, you guys. I'll have to clean up very little right in here, I think is all. You'll see how to fix your screw-ups. And believe me, if you learn anything here, that's what you'll learn. I know. I didn't even think when I brushed my hand, Dee Dee. I knew it was wet. I knew it as good as anybody. It's all right. We're going to work with it. Let me fix it. Put some black, dark blue back in that circle now, so I can get a second chance at it. Believe me, it'll work. All right. And this one, we'll leave it. All right. And with that paint that I mixed, the dark blue with the light in here, that's what I was going to do next before I got sidetracked by boxes. And I don't care if they're absolutely perfect. I really don't. I might have to put another square in there. I probably will, it looks like. I'll eyeball it right here. Okay. You guys see okay? Do you want me to pull you in a little closer? While this is wet, I'm going to add some of the dark blue right out here on the outside and let it blend in with that lighter. And if it's still wet, it will blend very nicely. And I did just wash my brush. And I want to keep this edge a little bit wet because I'm going to do on this side, same thing I did on the other side. And my drawing was not that great to begin with. Because I think one of the things I like about Essoldo designs is they're never real scripted. You can tell that she's just winging it. And I like that look. If I wanted it perfect, I would, you'd have to start with a really good drawing. And I'm using a number 6 brush because I'm working pretty small. And if I get some hard water lines, I'm okay with that. All right. Now I'm sure it's, no, it didn't. Holy crap, cow. That surprises me. I'm going to darken this up just a little bit. And it should be wet enough that it'll just grab the paint and put it where it wants it. Okay, and I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's still wet, so I can't touch it. Duh. I'm going to try and straighten this up here. That'll be good enough. And the bee paper does dry pretty quick. If you want to do a lot of wet, use arches or some kind of paper that has cotton fiber. But for this, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. All right, I think that's the last of the really dark. I'm going to let that dry before I do any more on it. I'm going to use the turquoisey. This might be a little bright. I don't know. I'm going to see it again. Yeah, it'll be all right. When I first saw that painting of Essoldo design, it reminded me of some earrings I had. I think I actually bought them in Canada that were made out of Delft china. They were little shoes, like they wear in Holland. What the hell are they called? Anyway, I probably still have them around here somewhere, but I haven't been able to wear them because somewhere along the line in my life, I developed an allergy to metals. And so I can only wear certain earrings because my ears will swell up. And that's why I don't wear rings or any kind of jewelry, metal jewelry anymore, unless it's at least 18 karat gold. But it made me think of those earrings with the blue and white. Reminds me of Delft China. Now we'll let that completely dry. And then which one has the white? Yeah, I think for the next one, I'm going to mix the real turquoise with the light. Come up with a different, maybe add just a hair of the dark. Make it kind of dusty colored. I think I want a little bit more of the dark. Okay. I don't have a lot of room here, you guys. Other than that, we haven't really been up to much other than enjoying the beautiful weather. So by the time I end up mixing all these blues, I'll have probably 100 shades of blue. But I want to get the ones where I'm not going to add water to down first, so I can work around them. What have I got underneath here? All my notes. Call this person, do that. Ew. Hey, Judy O. Hi, me. Hi, anybody I missed coming in. I'm sorry. I'm very intent on not doing that again. That annoys me so much. All right. And it should be dry enough now that I can work around it. Ugh. And this last circle over here, I'm going to do with just solid light blue. Probably picked the wrong one to do that too, since I did my big booger, but I don't know. We'll try and make it work. We'll do our best to make it work. See, when I re-wet it, I might be able to pick up some of that underneath. And if we can't, we won't worry about it. Okay. Very good, very good. And then on some of these, I'm going to start up here. So hopefully if I'm moving this way, I'm not going to get my hand in it. Keep your fingers crossed. It's probably not going to work. Hi, K Art. Anybody else who I missed coming in? Now I'm going to start doing a little bit of wet on wet, because all the leaves in this are blue as well. So I'm going to mix the paints directly on the page.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular.
800 number.
An idiot is
Quit calling. They don't get it when I reject the call. It's probably True Green coming to do a yard service. I think so. That's about the only 800 number that calls me. Unless the spammers have gotten smart. Excuse me, guys. I'm ready to shake this cough for real. And the weird thing is, I haven't had cold symptoms or anything else, just a kind of a dry cough that's starting to get mucusy. Which I'm sure you'd love hearing about. I'm going to let that one dry, and then I'll come back in and paint the one that goes in there. Sometimes I'm just picking up just the slightest little bit of paint to get them to mix. Yeah, I love blue too, Devin. I could paint in blue all day long, all day. And if I do that one next to it, I'm going to pull that paint in. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I do any more with that. Very much monochromatic page. And I could have added a fourth color. I thought about adding maybe like an ultramarine shade or royal blue or something like that. But I think these three mixed should be plenty. Should be fine. I'll just go over it. I'll use dark blue up there. Too much of the dark. Now I'm using just primarily water. I'll try and get it pretty wet, but I don't want standing water necessarily. That's not dark enough. It's like a little paint by number, huh? A lot of times, you guys, if I do a painting like this, I end up doing two of them. One where I'm kind of experimenting and learning, and then I'll do the second one out of the colors that I like better. I'm not necessarily loving the brightness of that turquoise blue, but it will get pushed back. When I paint on top of it. But yeah, that's one thing I'm not especially jumping up and down about. And try and control that dark blue a little bit. I'm gonna have to turn it sideways to paint over here for a minute. That's dry enough now in there where I can go in. And I'm not doing mine exactly like hers. The basic design is the same, but like my leaf placement and stuff like that, it's probably a little different than hers, but it's okay. Really wish I hadn't brushed that paint with my hand. That annoys me. What are you gonna do? Check chat. Thanks, Nana Mo. Yeah, I'm liking the blues a lot. That's why I chose this, because of the blues. I do love the blues. We'll just let those colors play together for a little while. That one's still, I'll do this one down here. I'm trying to introduce a little bit of the turquoise in there, but not much. All right, I think I'll let all that dry and go back in and finish the last few leaves. And in the meantime, so I can go work up at the top, I'll work on this down here. And I think this was the dark. Let me see.
Sure.
No, I want a little bit more dark in there. Yeah. I'm wondering. I'm going to use the white in here and clean this up a little bit more. And then try and paint on top of it. But going in these small areas, it's going to be a little bit harder, but that'll be okay. I did like her funky flower down here. Oh, I was going to try something. I want to make some circles with the watercolor. And circles with a paintbrush is kind of a pain in the neck, honestly. So I have somewhere, I'm trying to think where, I have some like little spongy dauber things. Not like the ink daubers. Well, they're like that, only they're a lot smaller. I was thinking, I wonder if I could use those to make, hi Helen, thanks for coming. Excuse me, I'm really sorry that I'm just having this cough. It's so annoying. And I'm going to use now that's the darkest blue mixed with some of the, I think, light. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just do it with this. Probably should have let that dry a little bit, but it'll be okay. Always have a clean paper towel in your hand when you're doing this, so you can pick up and do like I'm doing here. I could have waited, but I wanted it to be not a hard line. All right, let's go ahead. And I'm going to do the vines in the dark. And they're just barely there. I can barely see them, you guys. Oh, it went off the page, thank goodness. Woo. And say, now I have more messes to clean up. Woot woot. And they do make like hairline paintbrushes. So if I wanted to do this really, really, really thin, I could just get out the paintbrush. Thank you, Helen. I bought, look what's sitting here right at my elbow, Helen. About your sketch and shade. You know what? I'm going to bring something to your attention. Not meaning to be mean, but I am a mean person, so it's okay if you think that. And then I just bought the marker pen book. But when I got this book, Helen, sorry, intermission here. And I'm not sure how you're printing these, if they're printed by Amazon or whatever. But for example, look at this on your drawings. I was a little disappointed in the lack of detail, if you know what I mean. I think the quality could be better. So if I was you and I was paying somebody to do this, I was a printer in real life back when I had a real life. So I pay attention to stuff like that other people probably wouldn't pay attention to. But can you see how for a drawing book, if you're trying to make a point, of course it's better over here, you know, but yeah, I noticed that. So since you're here, I don't want you to feel like you came here to get bitched at. Lack of clarity. Thank you, Dee Dee. Because I know Dee Dee and I both love your books. We buy them, we use them, sell them to our audience. That ghost is meant to be soft, made with eraser, taking graphite away. Okay. I thought, oh, these could, and that wasn't the only page. But anyway, I think they could just be more clear, but that could be just me. And take it in the spirit of, I only want the very, very best for you. And I don't want other people buying, if that was their first book, going, well, I'm never buying this again, because all of your books are so good and they're so well worth whatever you're paying for them, that I want people to buy them and use them. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It's fine. All good feedback. Graphite is tough. I appreciate that, Helen. I don't know if they were using halftones or what. You know, I didn't get out my magnifying glass, but it doesn't look like they're using halftones. And that could be part of the problem. I should have gotten out my eyeglass to see. But here's another one. And I know you're erasing around the zigzag, but you can just barely see the image. And that was just picking it up at random. But I think their halftones suck. I thought she was going to get on to me. I might, Ange, your turn might come later for walking home on a broken foot. I may just chew you out later. But take it in the spirit that it's meant, Helen, because I do love you and I do love your art. And I've done a ton of it. All right, so let's do some little leaves here, if we can. And I would still recommend you guys, if you want to get better at drawing and coloring and shading, buy Helen's books. That's why Dee Dee and I show them, because I know a lot of you want to get better at what you love. So we just try and pass on the resources. But it's said with love, Helen. And I'm probably bitchy because I was a printer in real life. Soft, smoky look, not going to be everyone's cup of tea, I understand. Going to get the shading book. Yes, there's two of them, Ellen. Dee Dee showed one the other day, and then I just bought this one and showed it the other day. And I haven't worked out of it yet. That's why it's still sitting here at my elbow, is because I want to use it. But sometimes drawing on stream, again, is not everybody's cup of tea. So I don't do it often. But if I'm sitting here by myself, chances are I'm drawing. Sometimes I'm watercoloring, but more often than not, I'm drawing. Yep, Robert's got his weed eater out. He better not be out in that garden. I swear to God, I will go Harry Carey on him. He sounds too close to the house to not be in the garden. Yeah, I have the colored pencils ones as well. That was the first shading one that I got. Dang it. And I'm adding different colors to these leaves as I'm smushing them out. This one I added a little bit of the turquoise, and it may be hard to see until it dries. And it may not show up at all. What the heck do I know? Oops, I got one going out that way. My drawing is really hard to see at this point. I might have wanted to get out a little bit bigger brush for this, but oh well, I didn't. Now I'm just adding some of the darkest color while the paper is still wet. That one was too late. Okay. You're welcome, Helen. I didn't mean to come in for you to come in here and get pounded on, honestly. I'll keep buying. So no worries there, girl. All right, I'm going to try this right now. I may want to wait. Oh, you know what I could do these with? I don't know if I have a circle small enough. Another cool thing is if you need a circle with watercolor. Let me see what sizes I've got. I have all these circle making tools. And if you want a good circle, okay, here's one. Maybe it's a size that I want. Let's just try this. I'm not going to try it on my painting. And this plastic probably won't work. No, not going to work. But wait, if I turn it. No, it'll be easier for me to paint them. I was just thinking, man, if I could just use like a dot tool, it would be awesome. But yeah, maybe if it was a different material. I have every size in here. Okay, I'm going to try this. Or if you want messy ones. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking of, is if I could get, and I'm dipping it into the whole pile of watercolor. I just like to try stuff. Hey, Joe Lou. All right, for this one, I'm just going to paint them, but I'm going to keep playing with that because that could be very fun. Now I got to fit all that stuff back in there. What the heck? That's going to be icky. All right, we'll just paint them. No big deal. They'll be wonky. I guarantee you that. They're better than I expected. So yay me. That's why I always tell you, get yourself a circle template. Don't try and draw circles freehand because you'll fail every single time. I promise you. There's no such thing as a freehand circle. That one's close. I can't believe we're already almost done with the first week of October, you guys. I thought September went fast. Of course, I had company, which made, well, at the time, it made the days feel endless. but it made the whole first week go really fast, or the last week of September into the first week. But I can't believe we're already 1 week into October. See the little design on the cup? It's so cute. You'll just cut your circles on the, well, there you go, Angie. You've got a solution already. I'm going to try a little curly Q up here. And if I want actually perfect little circles here, because these, I'm going to do a couple that they're filled in, I should just get out the dot tool and do them. Now I need to move away from here before I start goofing things up. Because leave it to me. I will get my hand in it yet. There's still time. I'll come back and finish that cup here in just a second. All right, let's, since I'm talking about perfect circles, who's going to smack Angie? Dorothy. Dorothy? You never know. And Angie might hit back. I know I would. All right, got out the dot tool. And I'm going to use the biggest of them. I have bigger ones than this, but I'm just going to try this. And I'm going to try really hard not to get my hands in the wet paint. And I will probably go back with the white pen, you guys, and clean up edges and stuff like that. I don't think you actually have to, but because I'm a little anal about stuff like that, I probably will go back and do that. And I don't need any comments from the peanut gallery. All right, everything up here is really dry now, so I think I'm going to work upside down for a minute and finish the leaf. That's almost that color. I think I'll make it a little darker. I'll probably use the darker here. Sorry, guys. Let me make sure that I'm thinking about this right. Yeah. I think I want to come up closer like that. I'm going to mute for a minute. Okay, I think my little coughing attack ended. Oh, it's so annoying, you guys, and it's so annoying at night. Okay, and I'm painting pretty dry here. So I'm going to go back and re-wet. I might have to go get a cough drop. Jeez. I don't know what kind I have, Devin. I do have some upstairs because it bothers me most at night. Like right now, it's annoying, but I have water here. Usually it's like an air bubble or something. I just know it's very annoying. All right, and I want to do another pretty dark one. And here. I'm trying not to let it dry completely. And I'm going to come back in with that turquoise color. I was really hoping I wouldn't have a coughing attack while I was streaming, so sorry. And what else? I've got a leaf coming down here. I think I might have put in more leaves than she had in hers, but who cares? I just like the flowy. And it looks like I'm going to have plenty of paint, so that's always a relief when I know I'm mixed enough. Okay, one more leaf right there. And I think I'm going to do this one. It's so hard to decide. I'll just grab some paint. What do I care? All right, let me see if I can find those foam tools real quick. Ah. Thank you, Helen. I wish I could remember what I did with them. If I can't find them here in just like 2 seconds, I'll quit looking. I must have moved them. Maybe when I reorganized. Oh well, we'll live without them. I'm going to keep my eye out for them. Did I put them in the watercolor drawer? That's really where they belong. All right. Don't know. We'll just go on. I don't think I have anything wet up in here. Well, I need to stay in one location. Because I know me. I will goof up as big as anything. Are any of you guys watching Survivor? Dee Dee and I are watching Wednesday nights. And my old neighbor has been coming over. And I'm watching with me and Robert. And I have to say, it's been pretty much fun. It's still so early into it. My feeling right now is I don't think it's going to be a great season. I'm going to mute you so I can blow my nose. All right, sorry. Sorry I'm having issues, man. So much issues. I'm always pretty happy when I get something that looks kind of like a circle. Helen, you taking off? Go have a great day. I always look forward to Mondays. Get to watch Dee Dee. Get to hang out with you guys. Mondays are my fun days. And now that I do Walmart pickup, I don't mind those days anymore either. Okay, that one I want a little bit darker, so we'll do a light one in here. When I'm doing this, I'm kind of trying to balance out not only the colors of the paint, but the weight of the item. I'm going to put okay. It's dry enough. I could do it. Yeah, see that that's kind of how I am too, Dee Dee. I'm just kind of meh about it. But I hope it gets better. I think the first two, you're just getting to know the people, and of course they're, you know, early in their filming, so they're trying to make impressions on the audience at home. If you think they're not thinking about it, you're wrong. They are thinking about the audience at home. So, yeah, I think the first 2, 3 are just always kind of meh. And I think we've talked about this 1,000 times, Dee Dee, that, yeah, it's just kind of meh, meh. I hope it gets better. But there's really one thing about this season is there's usually, you can tell in the first, I don't know, first couple of shows that there's going to be a standout player. And I really thought it was going to be hunky Canadian guy. But he is impressing me less and less. Just saying, nothing against Canadians, but he's a really nice looking hunky Canadian guy. But I think he's already cried once, which I don't know. I think I told Terry Brett last night that we could only be friends if she doesn't cry when they put the handcuffs on. And that's what I think about people who cry on Survivor. When you get your butt out there in the wilderness with a bunch of unknown people, you can't go around crying. Man up, buddy. Man up. So I kind of thought he would be I would be team Canadian hunk guy. But when he started crying, I was like, okay. It can't be team Canadian hunk cry baby. That's not a good team to be on. Sorry. Dying over here. Don't worry about me. I'm dying over here. I have to water this paint down. It's really, really thickened up. All right. So down here, I'm going to put the stem for that one there. And then I'm going to do we're starting our damage control over here. Tricky, huh? Could you turn that smudge into a leaf? I probably could have, Dorothy, but believe me, I'll get it taken care of. I've fixed worser things, believe me. Hopefully when I'm done, yeah, it won't be so obnoxiously in your face. And if it is, oh well, we had fun anyway. And I'll know what I want to do and don't want to do the next time. Because I probably will paint this again, maybe bigger. We'll see how it turns out. My 2 hours is almost up. I'm going to go long today because Robert's outside working. So he's not in here needing something. Another thing I wouldn't be opposed to doing, and I was just telling Dee Dee a while ago about how much I love those Languo pens. I might go in here if I can find a matching pen, acrylic. Those are acrylic gel pens. And sharpen up some of the lines and stuff like that. I mean, saying you were dying. 6 kids. Yep, 6 kids. And I was raised in a family of 7, so yeah. Is that all the circles I want? Because when I connect them, and I might come back in with a dot tool and dot some of them. Some of them are connected, some are not in her painting, and I'm not sure how I'll do mine. I don't like that one right there. I'll make it just a little bit darker. All right, so you get the idea of the dots. Now on the bottom here, and this part kind of scares me, you guys, but we're gonna go with it. She did straight lines. Only I don't know how straight my lines are going to be. But I like it, so I'm going to incorporate it. Hers are lighter than mine, but oh well. I want to start getting some of the finishing started so you can see how I'll end up finishing it up. I can hear music coming from downstairs, and it sounds like Robert was listening to like Japanese music or something, you know, with harps. Not exactly his favorite kind of music. Or he left something on down there. I should have done the lines pulling toward me. You always do lines better when you pull them toward you rather than pushing away from yourself. Just saying. See how much better those are. No, it's not Zentangle. Thanks, Angie. All right, and then down here at the bottom. Okay, I need to bring these lines down on this side a little bit. Keep them somewhat the same place. And then at the bottom, and this is when I could really have used the, let me think of another kind of brush I could use. Let me look here real quick. I don't know if this one's going to work or not. Let's do a little experiment here. I just have like a, and it's not smushy at all. No, that's not going to work. Maybe it will. Okay, let's try it. What the hell? I don't know what else I'm going to use it for, so let's try it on here. I think if I wasn't doing what she did, I'm not sure I would have done the foreground like this, but whatever. Now this brush isn't working too bad. And I am mixing it in different colors. I don't know if it looks like that on camera, but and I am trying to keep them a little bit lighter. How far are you getting, Terry? They all look the same to me, the same color, but they're not. I am using different colors of paint. All right. Well, that is a funky little brush that I've never used before. I know it's like a, you're about level with me. Very good. Very cool, Terry. Okay, I'm going to, if I can find it. I don't know what I did with it. I had a white pen here to fix my screw-ups. I've turned this place into an absolute mess, you guys. And how can I lose things so quickly? There it is. Got covered up by the dot tools. I'm not done with the paint yet, but I'm going to work down here on the cup in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead fix that pretty good. Whoever invented these white pens was a freaking genius. And I hope they make millions of dollars. That's how valuable they are. Just leave it there. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This one is mine, but I'll lay it too.
Yeah. This is the part I like, kind of like when Dee Dee gets all the collage done on her, like the pumpkin this morning, and she said her favorite part is going back and adding the detail. I think that's my favorite part too. I like going in and adding little details here and there. And I'm going to try something in this cup, since this is kind of a practice piece. Oh, I forgot. Nope, wrong brush. But yeah, there go. Robert's in and out. He brought the mail in, dumped it off, and skedaddled. And she just used this color. I think, I don't know if I want to or not. Anyway, what I was thinking, and I don't consider this cheating. At some point, you can just call it mixed media if you want. But let's look at the colors that we're using, which are down here. Taking the Languo pen. And doing some outlines. So say, for example, I'll just do it here at the top of the cup. I'm not sure I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to make you guys watch it, but let's say I wanted to crispen up the edge of that cup, that I could use these Languo pens to crispen it up. I probably will end up doing this because I'm liking it already. And I think it's going to be so subtle, you're not even going to see it. Because I'm already using the white pen, so who cares, right? But the reason that got me thinking that was here around this flower here. And I like the wonkiness of it. I just don't like the uneven edges so much. I think that's going to help it, at least for me, because I'm just compulsive enough. But yeah, I think I will use those to crispen that up a little bit. And then if I want to add, I'll go ahead and go over this one. The curly cues. It's going to be easier to add the curly cues. I think I'm going to like it. Cat is on it. Yeah, see, I don't think it's cheating because I'm already using this. So who cares if I use this or this? All the same to me. All the same. All right, now I want to go in and hang on. Let me look. I think the next thing I'm going to do is finish up these flowers. And let me just try. Okay. I'll try it first and then we'll see. It would be better if I, at this point, spaced around. But I think I'm gonna, I wish I had more room. Maybe I'll do this one in all the dark for the outside petals. Okay, let's see. Got a little hair. I haven't had hairs in my brushes since I got rid of the, well, since Cat died. I didn't get rid of the cat died. Okay? And I think, I know, right? You can do a lot. Okay, I'm going to space these evenly like this. So hopefully I get them spaced somewhat evenly. And then it won't bother me. I saw a lady on Instagram. Sometimes they make suggestions for me, and I'm thinking, how did they find something so perfect for me? But they found this woman that I can't. It's called Hand something, and she draws design much like Zentangle, but more precise. And I was thinking I would like to try it. And if you guys want, I'll do that on stream sometime because she makes it look so easy. I honest to God don't think it's as easy as she makes it look, but I thought, oh, I want to try that. And I probably should try it when I'm not streaming so I don't look like an absolute goofball. But the designs are so cool. Very intricate, but she makes them all look so easy. And I can see myself getting sucked into that like I did with Zentangle. All right. And I am going to fix that circle. I'm actually thinking about doing it in gold, but we'll see. I don't know. And this one is kind of the same deal. It's a little bit lighter. I'm still going to have to use a darker color, so who cares? Let me try the turquoise and see how I like it. If I don't like it, I'll just go right over it with the dark. And this one, she has, okay, I'll be okay with that. I have to move the paint off the table because I just don't have enough room right now. This one's going to be tricky because there's just a little bit there. I'm going to have to paint it. Because it's going behind that leaf. That's all right. It'll be okay. Here's how we're going to do that. Put a little piece of paper there. Go out to the edge of the circle. And we'll get about the right shape, even though I'll have to go over that with a little bit of the dark blue paint, and that's fine too. That's good. I didn't think about that when I set that up that way. Okay, get little Lucy all cleaned up. Almost goofed up there. Okay, and then this flower up here, I'm going to do it upside down so those can dry without me getting my big butt hands in them. And I don't know how well you can see that on top of that turquoise. And this actually, maybe I'll do it here in a minute. This would be a perfect example of how to use these pens if you don't want the tediousness of the paintbrush. And it's going to be more precise, which for me, always a good thing. Let's pick out another blue. See if we can get a light one to show up on it. These pens have been so useful, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much I have used these and how much I enjoy them. I know I say it all the time because every time I pick one up, I'm just like, I'm so glad I spent that money. I usually don't say that unless I'm buying chocolate cake. Where's the white pen? Why do I spend my whole life looking for the white pen? That's what I want to know. They have just about any color you ever need in that gel pen set. You did end up getting it, Tina? Yeah, to me, it was so money well spent. I'm not even kidding. And this would have taken forever with a paintbrush, so this way I can get more done for you guys. I swear to God, he's in that garden. No, not yet. Of course, I don't know why I care so much, because the damn deer have already decimated it. Thank God it's fall. If I had to look at that garden for one more month, I swear I would just have conniption fits. Hey, View. You guys, I've been coughing. So I'm sorry. And I'm just trying to get as much of this done so you can see it nearing the end as I can. And I may end up going back over this. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add gold to this painting. But I might. And if I do, that band right there, we'll definitely get some gold treatment. And maybe I'll just use the gold for accents here and there. I don't know. But yeah, I think I covered it up fairly well. I don't feel bad. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, I'm thinking about adding the gold. I don't have the silver, Tina. I never bought it. I think I sent it to Dee Dee and then didn't buy it myself. I'm not much of a silver person. If I'm going to wear, well, I can't wear metal jewelry, but if I was going to, I would always wear yellow gold. Okay, I was going to add a circle in here. This looks like it needs something in here. All right. Get the white pen out. And I probably will add more lines up in that one, at least more dark lines for sure. But let's go ahead and, oops, get the white pen writing. I will add more lines to this after it dries. Okay, now let's add some veins to the leaves. And I think I'll use that dark pen to add the stem here. Can you see it start coming together now when you start getting the finishing touches on it a little bit? I'm really glad I opened a new white pen, though, I have to say. And I will crispen that up here in just a second. There's some pretty messy places that I'm going to have to clean up, but I'm okay with it. Probably if I was here alone doing this and I had more time to let areas dry but yeah, it's harder when you're on stream. But I like doing it for you guys on stream. I still haven't decided, but I cleaned that up well, good enough that I'm okay with it. I think I'm just going to add the white dots and leave the gold off this one. But if I do it again, I'm going to plan some places for gold. That's a mess right there. I will have to clean that up. I don't think you're going to be able to see the white on that light area, so I think I'm going to wait a couple of days, put silver on it. I don't have silver. Oh, you know what? Wait. I just thought of something else that I have that I could use. I have some, oh, you know what? I've got some right behind me. I have a dark blue one. We can use this one. The Sharpie. Paint pens. Because I wanted a little bit fatter point. So this will work perfect. I wish it was a little bit darker blue, but that's okay. me go ahead. Okay. For the most part, that's pretty much what I intended to do. And I'll fix that flower last. And some of them are attached and some aren't, but that's how you sent. Oh, Tina, you nutcase. You don't have to send me stuff, you crazy woman, you. Well, then I'll have to do it on the next one. I think I am going to redo this. Yeah, see that one. I don't remember which color I was using now. Probably this darker one, I think. Let me go ahead and darken this. Well, thank you, Tina. And tomorrow I get my Essoldo design book, so that's going to be fun. And I will make myself do some stuff out of it. And it probably won't be hard to do because, quite frankly, I pretty much love everything she does, so won't be a problem for me. That dark blue on this one is so dark, it's almost black. And then I don't know what I want to do. There is something wrong with you. All right, and I think I'm going to get a darker one than this Sharpie. I don't think that's dark enough. Let me see what I have. I've got a gray and a black. Oh, there's a darker turquoise. Let's try that one. And what are these that I have underneath it? Check it out. I have two different kinds. Oh, okay, these are the fat ones. Okay. That's the difference. I think I'll use. All right. I used the black one on this because I wanted the dark to show up. And I just feel like there's something missing here, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And some of these edges I could really crispen up a lot. Let me see if I've forgotten anything. I don't think for the most part I have. I might add some more little circles here and there, but I think I will, just to make it all more consistent. I think I will add. a second row of white dots here. One right in the center. Move the paint out of the way. This is just an experiment I'm doing. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Just to crispen up. Sorry, guys. Some of these edges. There. Can you tell? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, the white dots. It's always what you do at the end that just makes it all so much better. So let me show. All right, hang on. Let me see if I do this. Like, I feel like I need to do more on that flower up there. And I don't know how to keep it. But I think down in here I will add very much the same. Close, right? But it's been fun for sure. And where is, I don't want the black. I'd rather have blue. Wish they had a darker blue in this Sharpie. I love these Sharpie pens. And we tried to get them to do more colors, but I don't think they're going to. I'm just randomly gonna put some blue in these down here so they're not all the same. I will, and I always, whenever I do anything of Rebecca's, I always tag her on it. And she did write me once and say, well, do you do painting instruction, or what is it you do? And I said, no, I just do it for fun on a YouTube channel. You know, you're welcome to go watch, but no, I'm not giving instruction at all. But you inspire me, so yeah, I like the way it turned out. Now, the best part about all of this is when you take this tape. I wondered when I used this tape if I was going to like it. I didn't want to look for my painter's tape, so I just used this, and it ripped a little bit of the paper off there, but that's okay. This was my pretend one, but I will go ahead and crispen up some of the edges of the things that annoy me. And I may just walk away from it and never look at it again, because that's how I do it sometimes. Unfortunately, tonight I already have dinner ready. I just have to heat it up. So that's a cool thing. Those are my markings of where to put the tape, so they can come off now. Normally I don't mark on it. I don't know why I did today. I just used the cutting mat, but today I marked on it. Go figure. and done. Pull out. Yeah, you can see the whole thing there. Yeah, I like the way it turned out. I don't think I have COVID at all. I haven't, yeah. Yeah, my fun eraser pen. I got this one and my little baby one. Oh, and I have another one too that's more square. I love a good eraser just like I love a good ruler. So who knows? I'll crispen up the edges of some of them a little bit, but I'm really liking it. Yeah, I will. I don't know when I'll get over this cough. Yeah, I'm not going to hang it anywhere. It'll just go. You'll finish tomorrow? Yeah, I'll go take a picture of it. Well, I'll probably, yeah, I've got about 30 minutes maybe where I can crispen up some of these edges before I photograph it, but I'll try and get it posted this afternoon. And I've got to post my, today's Inktober. Well, it's actually yesterday's Inktober that I'll post today. So this is the ridiculous kind of art that I create. Hi, Utah. I'm glad we know how to pronounce your name now. I appreciate all of you coming by and hanging out with me. And yeah, I don't know what it will. Oh, you know what? I forgot the stem for that flower. What? Hang on. I'm going to put it on there. I'll put it on with the the darker blue pen. All right. This flower was just hanging. So let's go ahead and ground it. Straight line will do that. But I don't know. It probably would have been better if I'd used watercolor because the watercolor is never perfect. And there's something kind of okay and charming about that too. So, all right, you guys. No floating flowers. Exactly. But really, I do appreciate so much time. So much that you spend your time with me. I know it's valuable. And go do something creative. Be happy. Be kind. It's hard. All right, you guys. Love you. See you later. Bye.